Here is my St. Patrick's Day corned beef and cabbage. No St. Patrick's Day corned beef and cabbage wouldn't be complete without an Irish beer. We have corned beef, cabbage, carrots, red potatoes, and a little bit of onion. This is a crock-pot recipe. It's a dump and go, and it's as easy as it gets. Let's go over the ingredients and let's get cooking. Before we do that, I need you to subscribe, hit that like button, ring that dinner bell for upcoming notifications, and share this video. Now let's go over the ingredients and let's get cooking. Corned beef and cabbage. This is a St. Patrick's Day classic. This is absolutely delicious, and every family has their own version of what ingredients they use and what goes into a corned beef and cabbage. And did you know in Ireland they don't eat corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. It's just the way it is. So this is a super easy recipe. It's going to be done in the crock pot. I do have a stovetop version that I posted last year. If you look down in my videos, I'm sure you'll find it. You might want to check that out. The ingredients are a little different, but that's done on the stovetop. Today, super easy. Crock pot. It's practically a dump and go. Okay, so here we have 1 4 to 5 pound corned beef flat cut. Okay. Here we have, I'm using little baby potatoes. These are little red petite potatoes. We're not even cutting them in half. They're going in whole. Here I have, we're going to use about a half, this is a 1 pound bag of little baby carrots. They're already prepped, super easy. We're going to be using about a half a bag of this. I have 1 medium to large onion that I put on a quarter. We have 2 bay leaves, the seasoning pack. Now the seasoning pack came with the corned beef and cabbage. This is optional. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Today we are going to be using it. Here I have black peppercorns, that's 1 teaspoon. Dried thyme, that's 1 teaspoon. And you could substitute other herbs if you want. This is just my combination. Here I have chicken broth. This is that powdered stuff. Okay, we're going to be using 1 Irish beer. This is an extra stout. Make sure you use Irish beer. Okay, do not be using that German stuff. Whole grain mustard. We're going to be putting this in the crock pot for it to cook. And horseradish. The horseradish is to finish the dish. Now, there's many different versions on how you could finish the dish. There's butter and parsley. You could serve it with mustard and horseradish. Now, when it comes to the horseradish, I would definitely suggest going out and buying a new bottle, because horseradish is the type of ingredient you use it, it goes in the refrigerator, and it stays in there for months. That's when it becomes horseradish. You don't want to use horseradish, okay? You need fresh horseradish. You need to be able to taste it with this, all right? The horseradish breaks the gaminess of the beef. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the crock pot with the potatoes. Super easy. About half the carrots. Super easy. And like I say, this is practically a dump and go recipe. It doesn't get any easier than this. The onion, I already have it on a quarter. That's going in. We're going to lay the beef on top. Okay. And let me just give my hands a clean wash. Okay. Super simple, easy. If you notice today, I'm not even wearing an apron. Don't even need it. That's how easy this recipe is. Okay, now, what we're going to do, the chicken stock, I need 3 tablespoons of this mustard. So we're going to go in with 3 tablespoons of mustard, and we're going to mix this in with the broth. Okay, go in with your spice pack, the thyme, and the peppercorns. We're going to mix this up, and this is just smelling fantastic already. That smells just great. Pour this over the corned beef and cabbage. Now with the corned beef, when I put the corned beef in the crock pot, what I did was fat side up. So make sure you put yours fat side up. We're going in with the beer. And this is just smelling fantastic. That herb blend is just to die for. So make sure you get all that beer. Remember, in this kitchen, we don't waste nothing. So all that goes in, every last drop. This is gonna go on low heat. We're gonna cover it. This is gonna go for 8 hours. 30 minutes before it's ready, I'm gonna cut up the cabbage. We're gonna add the cabbage. We're gonna plate and serve, and we will continue in 8 hours when this is done. While this is cooking, I got some stuff I need to do in the studio. Oh, look at that, I forgot the bay leaf. Okay, make sure you get the bay leaves in there. Okay, so while this is cooking, for the next 8 hours, I got work to do here in the studio. What I need you guys to do is subscribe, hit that like button, give me that thumbs up, and share this video. Now, I'll see you in 8 hours. This corned beef has been going for about 7.5 hours now. This whole kitchen smells fantastic. We had a very busy day today. I had people coming and going all day. We got a lot done though. We didn't finish, unfortunately, but we got a lot done. Okay, so 30 minutes before it's done, what we need to do is cut the cabbage. Now, this is a green cabbage. You do not want to use purple. You use purple, everything in there is going to turn purple. And it's not good. Okay, so the core. I just want to trim that dead part of the core off because it's just a little dry and I just don't like it. We are not removing this core because if we remove this core, the cabbage will fall apart. The idea is once I put it in there, I want to be able to have the cabbage stick together and hold its own. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this into wedges. Now you want about 2-inch wedges, and it's simple. I just cut the cabbage in half, and then I simply quarter the cabbage. That's all I do. I'll show you again. Cut it in half, and then in half again. It's that simple. This recipe is that simple. Okay, so now what we need to do, this corned beef is ready to come out. So here I have a plate. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this corned beef and we're going to set this aside. Let's drain this a little bit. And this is just smelling fantastic. You know, they say, the legend says that the shamrock was supposed to have been a myth and that it never existed. I don't know how true that is. What I do know is in Ireland, they don't eat corned beef and cabbage. That part I do know. So go ahead and put the cabbage in here. We're going to cover this this is going to continue cooking for the next 30 minutes until that cabbage becomes nice and fork tender. In the meantime, let the beef sit and rest. Let me clean up here, and in 30 minutes, we will plate and serve. And it's that simple. I'm telling you, he ran down here somewhere. I seen him. He's in here somewhere. There he is. Go on, get. Where'd he go? He disappeared. He disappeared. Where is he? Okay, so this beef is just looking fantastic. We're going on about 25 minutes that the cabbage is in there. What we need to do is we need to thinly slice the beef across the grain. And this is still hot, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. What I like to do is cut it into a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch strips. And I like serving it with mustard and horseradish. So, to plate, what we're going to do, we're going to grab a nice plate, and what we're going to do is, give me this plate, we're going to come in, we're going to grab one of the wedges of cabbage. Make sure you grab the whole thing, make sure it doesn't fall apart. By this time, it's going to be nice and loose and cooked through. And this is just looking fantastic. Okay. So I want a wedge of that. Here, I already took out some potatoes. Oh, I lost my carrot. Let me put a carrot there. Let me put a potato here. We'll put this here. We'll grab some carrots. And let me grab another carrot. What we're going to do is, the slices we're going to put right here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fan this out a little bit. Put this right here. Okay. And that's it. Dinner's on the table. It is that simple. Here I have St. Patrick's Day corned beef and cabbage. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It is super, super easy. It's a dump and go recipe, and dinner's on the table. So, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. I hope you guys give me a thumbs up for the video. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys share this video. And I hope you guys just a merry, happy, I guess, St. Patrick's Day. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to serve it with mustard. I'm going to serve it with a little horseradish. Let me grab a spoon, a fork, and a knife. And this is how I like it. So, I like taking the meat. I like taking a little bit of mustard, a little bit of horseradish, and you can't get better than this. This is better than any restaurant.